5 upgrades to make your CB500X a real off-road machine. I got my CB500X with the idea mostly to ride on pavement, and I wanted to go just on some slight gravel roads here and there, but nothing special. But at one point I just realized that I want to go off-road, not really hard off-road single track, but to go deep into the woods, just to chase the spirit on the adventure, just to visit different places. And in order to do that, I had to upgrade my motorcycle. First thing that I did was to upgrade the fork. And on the market you cannot find many companies that can produce nice and reliable products for the CB500X fork. And what I did was I got Rally Raid level 1 upgrade on my fork. The spring that I use is the toughest one that they have, 5.5 Newton meters that I use. And the reason to do that is because I'm not a skinny guy, and especially when I put the luggage, the motorcycle is pretty heavy. That's why I decided to go with the toughest one, 5.5 Newton meters. Yes, and this really changed the motorcycle. I cannot say like so much, like drastically, but change the motorcycle behavior a lot. So many people say, oh, this is so different bike with this upgrade, it's amazing. I can't share this experience, but I can say that the motorcycle takes way better the bumps. It's not bottoming that easy. It's a different motorcycle, yes. Probably the people who say that the change is so big is the old versions, like 2013, because the wheel it's 17, and if they change to 19 inches and put the new, like it's a new fork for them, yeah, the change for on the motorcycle it's huge. But the other thing is that I went to level 1 just for one reason, because when you go to level 2 it adds what was like 2 inches more, and I barely touch the ground right now, and I don't need something like this. And the reason for this is because I use this motorcycle as a daily commuter, and it's not gonna be that easy for me to stop on the traffic lights. The second upgrade is the skid plate. There is a couple skid plates on the market, but I choose Rally Raid, and for one simple reason, because Rally Raid skid plates, it's attached to the frame of the motorcycle, not to the engine like on the other skid plates, because in a case of a really big hit, the frame is gonna hold the impact and nothing's gonna happen to the engines. On the other skid plates, if you have this like crazy hit, you can destroy the engine, and I'm trying to avoid this. The downside here for some of us is that if you put the Rally Raid upgrade, you cannot use a center stand, because that attachment point on one side of the skid plate is that attachment point of the center stand, and you don't have it. If you want to save your motorcycle and to have fun, sometimes you have like to close your eyes, turn your head on the other side, and said, okay, I'm going that way. But I can say that's a good thing. Skid plate is a must. This skid plate was banged so many times, and I had to fix it once. A friend of mine has to weld it a little bit because there was like a giant rock that I had and I destroyed, but still it's a pretty good shape, and I'm gonna keep using that thing. The third thing that I upgraded, and I can say that it's very important, especially if you go off-road, is the foot pegs. Foot pegs are very important because when you go off-road, you have to stand up often, and sometimes you have to stay on these foot pegs for a long time, like standing up. And if you use the original Honda foot pegs, that's gonna hurt your legs because they're thin, and this is not a comfortable foot peg for standing up for a long period of time. Well, what I decided to do is to order foot pegs from Rally Raid again. They're really sturdy, beefy, they're nice made, but there is one thing that I don't like. They're too wide, at least for me. I tried on different motorcycles, different pegs, and I prefer like slightly like slimmer than these that I have from Rally Raid. Slightly, like a quarter of an inch, something like this. But that's me. This is my preference. Like, you can be absolutely different in your case. And the other thing is that right now I'm with motocross boots, and when I stand up, it's like I'm on the pavement. It's so easy to stand up. But this wide pegs restricts me a little bit to change the gears. Like so hard for me to put my boot under the gear shifter. But I'm gonna fix that thing. Fourth thing is your hands protection, hand guards. In this case, I went to Barkbusters, and I think those are the leaders on the market. It's very easy, like mounting the whole thing. I went down a couple times, twice actually. The bolt that holds the Barkbuster to the handlebar got bended a little bit, and obviously I have to buy a new bolt and just to replace it. But this was the only issue that I had. It happens, but I can say that Barkbusters are really good, and you need this. First of all, this is going to protect your hands. If you go off-road, there is a lot of tree branches that can hit you, and it's not that comfortable. I don't know if it's going to hurt that much, but it's not comfortable. The other thing is that the wind, the rain, they're not going to hit you right away on the gloves. It protects your hands 100%. The other thing that is very important to me with Barkbusters is that they protect your clutch and your brake levers. What happened to me the first time I drove the motorcycle with no Barkbusters, I had a brake on my what lever? Brake lever. Yeah, brake lever was broken. Of course, I replaced them, put the Barkbusters, no issue whatsoever after that. This is the fourth upgrade that you really need. This protects your hands and this protects your levers. The last but not least, fifth thing is the tires. The OEM tires are good, but just for tarmac. Yeah, you can probably use it for some simple gravel roads, but I think that you should replace them with the big knobby tires. What I did the first summer on my trip was to use the TKC80. This is amazing tire, really amazing. It saved me at least 3 times on MABDR, and I'm so thankful on these tires. But this year actually I decided to go with Mitas 07 Plus, and I can tell you this is really good tire. This is really good tire, and I'm quite sure that next summer I'll go again with Mitas 07 Plus. Those are the things that you really need if you want your CB500X to be capable off-road. And I'm telling you, when you replace the stock Honda products with those that I told you, your motorcycle can go any place, absolutely any place. Alright guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. See you next time. Thanks.